Okay, the guy who's NFL and his life story was documented in the movie The Blind Side. He's suing the family, the white family that supposedly adopted him and kind of put him, in position, I guess, to, well, I guess he put himself in position, I guess. I don't know, but in the movie they kind of portrayed like, okay, he didn't have anywhere to go. He had no family, so they adopted him and brought him in and boom, boom, boom. But now Michael Orr is saying, uh, according to the lawsuit, he alleges that the Tui family took advantage of his difficult circumstances and misrepresented their relationship with him. He claims that their portrayal in the movie was inaccurate and misleading. The lawsuit further alleges that the Tui family used Orr's story to enhance their own image, benefiting financially and gaining public recognition. Michael Orr argues that his consent was not obtained for the portrayal and that he was not adequately compensated for the use of his life story. Wow. The lawsuit raises questions about the ethics and the responsibilities of those involved in telling someone else's story. It makes us reflect on the boundaries of storytelling and the duty of filmmakers to accurately represent the lives of the individuals involved. Wow. So we'll continue to look at this. But my first thoughts is like, damn. When someone does something nice with someone, and they reach out to them and they put themselves, in that position as, oh, I'm helping, I'm doing it. A lot of times, most times, there's an ulterior motive. Most times. I'm not saying every time, but a lot of times it is, man. And, like I said, I know it's some great people out there that does stuff out of the kindness of their heart. They don't want any recognition. They don't want to even be talked about. They don't want to talk about it. They don't even want you to bring it up. They don't want no cameras. They don't want anything. There are a few. But we living in a day and age of social media. People they looking for that instant gratification of, okay, I'm going to go help this homeless person, but I'm going to film it. And like, come on, man. I mean, for me, and it's a thin line because, we all want to kind of be recognized. And if you're doing something for TV or podcast and you're trying to promote it, that's a great way to promote. But I think you're promoting it at someone else's, expense, maybe. Like a lot of people, they be out here, they give away food or money to homeless people. They just roll up on them with the camera. And so imagine being homeless and struggling and dealing with that. Maybe you've not been homeless that long. Maybe you just, imagine dealing with that and having to like take the money or take the food and do it on camera. Like, you already struggling with being homeless. It's a level of shame, maybe, or embarrassment for some, obviously, if depending on the circumstance, depending on the person. But I guess obviously there's a level of humbleness that has to come along with being homeless, because you're at the lowest point almost that you could be. And some people that's homeless, they choose to be homeless because it absolves them of certain responsibilities. They check out, like, and it's easy to check out. It's easy to check out. Like, it's easy. Like, I could check out and not, like, this is hard. The lights, the mic, the computer, all this costs money. The mics, the switchers. It costs money. So this is hard to set it up. to broadcast to you, the internet, all that. It's hard. It's hard to do this. You know, so you could check out paying your bills. You know, you got to get up, you got to go to work, you got to do this, you got to. Life in general is hard. So checking out is easy. So some people check out like that and they become homeless because they absolve themselves of having the responsibility of dealing with paying the bills, dealing with pursuing their dreams, dealing with providing and taking care of their children and their families. You know, so they just check out. They don't want to deal with it. A lot of it is mental, like it's a lot of pressure on people in 2023. And even in past times, it's always been pressure on people to maintain a certain standard of living and to maintain you know, and to just maintain, period, to stay afloat. It's always been pressure. So a lot of people check out, and that's what I'm saying. So people don't normally do stuff like that just out of the kindness of their heart to help somebody that's in a bad position or down. It's always an ulterior. Most times, it's always an ulterior motive. So I kind of got off the rails a little bit there, but to bring it back around to the Tui family, it seems like they had an ulterior motive dealing with Michael Orr. He was a big kid. He was a strong kid. He was athletic. He had NFL prospects, you know, scouts. He had multiple offers to pretty much every school in the South. And so you see all that, and then people come in and they take advantage because they know that the kid needs this, he needs that, he needs money, he needs food to survive right now. And they come in and they provide all these things in hopes that they can cash in later on, which looks like they obviously did. So we're going to pay attention to this story a little bit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Tui family and Michael Orr and the Blind Side.